morning. It is Tuesday, March 23rd. I'm Danielle Wiggins with your 3 News Now morning update. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me on the WKYC Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram pages. Remember to share your thoughts on the stories covered in this edition of 3 News Now. And as always, you can let me know your name and where you're watching from. Holly Strano is joining us in just a moment with the forecast. But first, we are taking a look at today's top stories we're covering in this edition of 3 News Now. First, we are following developing news from that tragic mass shooting in Colorado. Also, President Joe Biden is heading to our area today. The reason just ahead. And get this, how does free Swensons sound? So Swensons, let me get the name right because those Galley Boys are just delicious. We'll tell you how to score a free burger today. And it was a beautiful day yesterday with sunny skies and warm temperatures across Northeast Ohio. But it looks like we shouldn't be getting used to that. Okay, because Holly Strano, she is tracking cooler temperatures heading our way. She's here now to let us know when they'll arrive.
Thank you, Danielle. And looking ahead to the rest of this afternoon, we're definitely seeing more overcast skies compared to yesterday, but it's so mild again with these highs well into the 60s, staying dry despite the cloud cover today. Getting into this evening and tonight, it's going to be mild. And then overnight, early tomorrow morning, we see some very isolated showers. Not all of you will even see the rain. So this is not going to be a big impact on the morning drive tomorrow. And then once we're clear of those showers, we'll see some partial clearing with highs around 70 or so. And it looks like, you know, we're going to keep things extremely mild right on into the day on Thursday. For this time of the year, this is definitely a treat. Upper 60s today, partly to mostly cloudy skies. And then looking ahead, we'll have those shower chances, as I mentioned, with low 70s tomorrow. Shower chances late on Thursday, still around 70. And then we do cool it off as we head into Friday and the weekend, but 50s is still well above normal. Normal high 49. We'll get there by Monday of next week. Danielle, back to you.
Well, thank you, Holly. Now to some tragic developments out of Colorado where 10 people are dead, including a police officer, after a shooting Monday at a grocery store in Boulder. The governor of Colorado calling it an unspeakable tragedy. The officer, Eric Talley, was an 11-year veteran of the Boulder police force. He was the first officer to arrive at the grocery store Monday afternoon. We've learned that he was the father of 7 children. Police say they have 1 person in custody and want the community to know that members of the community are safe. We'll continue to update you on the other 9 victims and a possible motive. Remember, you can always go to WKYC.com or download the WKYC app where we will post the very latest developments as soon as they are available. And here are 3 things to know around Northeast Ohio this morning. Let's bring you up to speed on some breaking news that we first reported yesterday right here on 3 News Now. 2 people have died following the shootings at My Friend's restaurant on Cleveland's west side, and 2 other men were injured. Those 2 men are now under arrest. One is at the Cuyahoga County Jail. The other is still at Metro Hospital. Witnesses tell police 2 groups started arguing in the restaurant when both arrested men pulled out guns and started shooting. 2 more Rocky River High School staff members are out on administrative leave. This makes it a total of 6 workers on leave as the district investigates a report of staff members talking inappropriately about a student. The district superintendent sent out the update to parents last night as the district continues working with police. And former Cleveland City Councilman Zach Reed announced he is running for mayor again. He finished second in the primary 4 years ago, campaigning largely on a pledge to reduce crime in Cleveland. Reed spent 16 years on city council and the last 2 years working for Secretary of State Frank LaRose. Current Cleveland Mayor Frank Jackson has not said if he's running again. The mayoral primary is in September. And in other news, President Biden is in Ohio today touting his American Rescue Plan. The president will arrive in Columbus sometime this afternoon. He plans to visit the James Cancer Hospital and speak on the anniversary of the Affordable Care Act being signed into law. We're told Governor Mike DeWine will speak with him as well about the state's vaccination plan. And speaking of COVID-19, as we predicted yesterday, the state now reports more than 1 million COVID-19 cases, with 1,444 new ones reported Monday. But that is nearly 100 fewer than our current 14-day average. And that average is now at 1,533. We're still at 143 cases per 100,000, but that was as of last Wednesday. Now, yesterday, a Facebook viewer, her name is Jamie Lynn Edwards, now she asked in the comments section, when would we see an end to our COVID mandates? Well, remember, our target is to get down to 50 cases per 100,000 residents in order to get rid of all restrictions. In terms of the number of people vaccinated in Ohio, well, that number is on a steady daily climb as well. Well, that one is on a climb now. So we're currently at 2.8 million with at least one shot, which is 24% of Ohio's total population. Meantime, changes have been announced to who can now get the vaccine. Governor Mike DeWine is taking note of the plateau in cases and an increase in COVID variants. Just 2 weeks ago, our variant count was 32 cases, but as of today, there are 173 variant cases reported. The governor says this is why wearing a mask and distancing are still so important, along with getting more people vaccinated. The governor says anyone age 16 and up can now get a vaccine if providers have extra appointments available.
What I'm talking about is a minority of places, and we just want to give them permission instead of them sitting there waiting for with that vaccine. We want to give them permission to open that up.
Now, this does not mean those 16 and older can register for the vaccine just yet. That date is next Monday. The governor also announcing good news for nursing homes. He says allowing visitation is required as long as the criteria is met. Now, physical touch will be allowed as long as masks are worn. So that's a change. Visitation can happen in a resident's private room instead of in a separate area. And indoor visits now have a 30-minute minimum. The governor also announced a change to testing of staff. He says to keep in mind that there are still times when visitation could be restricted, like if the facility has a coronavirus outbreak. Okay, of course, we are now at the best news you'll hear all day. And for some of you, it's one of the best days of the year. Happy National Puppy Day to all of the puppy parents out there. And just in time for the celebration, Cleveland's first dog park/bar just opened yesterday. It is located on Train Avenue in Cleveland. You can visit with your pup indoors or outside and have a few brews, plus enjoy their food trucks. So here are the full details. The Taps and Tails Bar is open weekdays from 4 to 10 and open on weekends starting at noon. If you're just visiting without a dog, it's free. Otherwise, you'll have to buy a guest pass to visit or a membership to go all of the time. Your pups must be up to date on their shots. The bar is, of course, obviously for those 21 and up. And in honor of National Puppy Day, a ton of you have been sharing pictures to our WKYC social media platforms, and let me tell you, we love it. So take a look. Here is Kobe, and boy, Kobe's just lounging there on a couch. Hopefully, Kobe, you're watching Go. Well, thank you, Don, for submitting the picture. Okay, this next one is Phoebe. Now, this one is sent to us by Pat. Thank you. Check out those ears on Phoebe. Love it. And Dave shared this photo of his pup, Duke. And then last but not least, we have Wendy Lou up and ready to go. So Aaron shared this photo on the WKYC Facebook page. And please keep the pictures coming. Remember, you can share your photos with us by uploading them directly to the WKYC app. And another story for all of you foodies all over Northeast Ohio. How does free Swensons sound? Well, construction at their location in Willoughby is about to get underway. And to celebrate, Swensons is bringing their food truck to the restaurant site. So they'll be at the corner of Euclid and Psalm Center tonight from 5 to 7 p.m. And the first 100 customers in line get a free Galley Boy. So yeah, that will take care of dinner for you there. Well, thank you for taking time to join me for this 3 News Now morning update. Our digital team will continue to bring you the stories making headlines around Northeast Ohio and the world. Make sure you continue to check our social media pages and WKYC.com throughout the day. I'm Danielle Wiggins, and I'll see you tomorrow morning on Go, starting at 4:30 a.m. Have a great day, everybody.